Okay, let's get my view and my take on the DeMarcus Cousins trade and the All-Star game and et cetera, going on in sports. The trade was stupid for the Sacramento Kings because one, you don't get a starter, you don't get a legitimate guy you can go out there and say, go get me, let's say 15 points, 6 rebounds. That's what 15 points, 6 assists. That's what DeMarcus was doing. You don't have a guy and that can do that. Those two guys, Tyreek Evans and Buddy Hield, they probably can combine to make what DeMarcus Cousins did. So the trade don't make sense from that standpoint, but I feel like the Sacramento Kings not that dumb. They can't be that stupid where they just make a trade where they just say, I don't care. Take DeMarcus. We don't care. He's been too much trouble for us. Just take him. We don't want him no more. Just take him. We'd take anything. I doubt they did that. But I know they didn't want to pay him the $209 million that he was going to ask for because he was going to resign for Sacramento Kings. He don't care. $209 million. That's like one of the highest contracts ever. Well, yeah, that is the highest contract. So they didn't want to pay him that. So not surprised they let him go. But I thought they can get at least a name or something. They couldn't trade him to the Knicks for Carmelo. I mean, golly, or something. You feel what I'm saying? But no, they probably couldn't because Melo would have. He got no trade clause. So yeah, that was a dumb trade. But how do I think AD and DeMarcus going to fare together? I think they do very well. They both play the same position, sort of, kind of. DeMarcus play more to five than me. He's a five. He can definitely play the five. AD's a four. And AD can play the five, and Marcus play the four. One of them, they don't. It really doesn't matter nowadays. Position doesn't really matter in the NBA anymore. As long as you can get the ball in the basket consistently, rebound. DeMarcus is a willing passer too, so his game will open up a lot more. That he has more. Drew Holiday, E'Twaun Moore can actually hoop too. Actually, people sleep on him. E'Twaun Moore can actually hoop. I feel like his game gonna open up more because hey, E'Twaun, you got DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. You're gonna have open looks. Just knock them down, E'Twaun. So I think they do pretty well. I don't know DeMarcus gonna average 27 anymore. I feel like they both gonna average is gonna go down. I think they'll probably average like DeMarcus probably finish up with like 25 and 10. 25, 10. His assists probably go up to 6. He probably has 25, 10, and 6. AD probably average like 26, 25, 11, about 2-3 blocks a game. You know, somewhere around about in that area. But they probably fare well, get in the playoffs for sure. They have no choice. They don't have no choice to get in the playoffs. They probably get a Warriors run for their money just because, two big guys, they going to average. In the playoffs, they might get 30 apiece. And that's going to be a problem for them. But guard play is everything in the NBA now. So they only have one true guard, Drew Holiday. But I think they do very well. And then they have Alvin Gentry. He's a good coach, black guy. He can do something with that team. They probably get a new coach next season. He only had one winning season in 14 years, so might be surprised if he's out of there next year. But I think they're a good team. I think they're gonna be a good team if DeMarcus signs there next year, which I doubt he do. Why would you want to re-sign there? But like I said, he would be missing out on another $40 million if he don't re-sign there. So he might sign there. It depends on the type of temperament of the player. If he wants his money or does he want to win? You know what I'm saying? So he could go to Carmelo Anthony route and be unhappy and dysfunctional. But that's what he's going to do anyway in Sacramento. But I think they do pretty well, him and AD. The All-Star game, I didn't like it. I'm not say I didn't like it, but it was okay. I mean, I say I didn't like it. That was strong. It was nice dunks and good first-timers out there. Akatumbo and Isaiah, Russell and KD. They put on a show for the fans and whatever. It was a good show, I should say. Good show. Steph laying on the floor. I never seen that happen. It was a good show, actually. For a guy that don't really care to see defense, it was a good show. Like, they fast break dunks and uncontested shots. It was okay. Typical All-Star game, but I thought they would tighten it up at the end. Give us a little resistance or a little defense, but that didn't happen. But hey, maybe next year they hear the backlash from this, and then maybe next year they go hard and hopefully they play a little defense. But hey, it's just kind of weird seeing LeBron out there. He's like the oldest guy now. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, I seen LeBron, young guy. You know, versus all my idols like Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. LeBron hooping with those guys. Now guys like Isaiah Thomas and or Kemba Walker are hooping with LeBron, looking up to LeBron or Akatumbo. I say Isaiah Thomas looking at LeBron. He's like 27. But guys like Akatumbo and Kemba Walker, Gordon Hayward, first time, DeAndre Jordan, first timers, they just looking up to LeBron. Like, while LeBron is like the older guy, him and Melo, like, these are the older guys in the NBA now. And it's kind of like funny. But I think LeBron passing the torch. I don't know who he's passing it to, and it's nobody. I could say that on his level, that's, here you go, kid. You know what I'm saying? But Ben Simmons, maybe. Akatumbo, he's pretty good. I like Akatumbo's game. He's long as hell. Long, athletic. If he get a jump shot, he's going to be, oh my God. If he get a jump shot, that boy Akatumbo would be like, wow, scary. Seriously. But he can't generate any wins. They're not even in the playoffs, so they're not going to keep talking about him. I know his game is transcending, but it's not transcending to wins. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about Akatumbo, like, because they're not even in the playoff. And then Jabari doesn't help, but Middleton's back, so hopefully those guys can get it together and get in the playoffs. 6th, 7th seed, and 7th, 8th seed. I might get hot down the stretch. Never know, 25 games left. But I don't know. Moving on to NFL, Tony Romo. I think Tony Romo is going to be a backup for the Dallas Cowboys if he's smart. Like I said, he's only one play away from being the starter. Backups usually play in the NFL, so it's not like he would never get on the field. If Dak Prescott either playing terrible, sophomore slump, and the rookie season was a fluke, or Dak Prescott is not playing terrible, they're not winning. You feel what I'm saying? It may not even be on Dak Prescott, but Jared Jones is going to feel pressed if they're not winning, like to the level they was last year, to put Romo in to see if they can get him a spark late in the season. Or Dak Prescott can get hurt, you know. Unfortunately, I like Dak Prescott. He showed me a lot. I didn't believe in Dak, but he's the real deal. Trust me, he's the real deal. Him and Zeke, Dez, I think they can get it done. But that's all for today. My name is Marquise Lester, and I'll be coming in here and there with my sports takes.